What are you going to do? Your buyer is short on cash to close, and there may not be a closing. This is Ron Wysokarski for Real Estate in a Nutshell, and I'm going to give you 3 strategies on what you should do if this happens to your buyer. The first thing is, today's interest rates, while they're a little bit higher, there is a way to get some extra cash out of the deal. And let's just suppose for a minute the rate of 6% is today's rate. It's a par pricing, maybe there's no points involved. And of course, if you want to make it lower, maybe 5.875 or 5.75, you could pay a fee to lower the interest rate. Well, the reverse also applies. If you can qualify and accept a rate of 6.125 or 6.25, there's positive pricing on that. What that means is it's a way to get cash back from the lender that you can use towards closing. So that's one strategy, positive pricing on your financing. Now, the next way that you can get a little bit more money is examine the appraisal. Could the appraisal be a little bit higher than the purchase price? Because if it is, you could increase the purchase price. And let's just say for a minute the price of the house is $300, but it appraised at $303. You can go back in and say, listen, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, I'd like to rewrite the deal at $303, and you give me $3,000 back at closing. You'll still get your $300, but this will help me close the deal, because without it, I can't close. So second strategy is re-examine the deal and add in a closing cost benefit to help you close. The last strategy, ask the seller to drop their price. Because if you're short $3,000, that seller, if you do not close, has to go back on the market. They may have to make an extra mortgage payment. They could have to pay some tax prorations and all these other things that cost them money down the road. And if they can close it in a couple of days as opposed to a couple of months, chances are the $3,000 haircut might be better off than waiting to prove a point down the road. The seller in this market might say, look, I'd rather close $3,000 short than not close at all into the future. Go ahead and subscribe below. Definitely leave some comments. Love to hear your feedback. This is Ron Wysokarski for Real Estate in a Nutshell.